Right, hello, lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where Celtic are back in action later today. And of course, that calls for a match preview, but we've also got to talk about the rather depressing situation regarding Callum McGregor. Before we go any further, though, if you guys are enjoying the content and you want to help support the channel, click that like button and click that subscribe button. I appreciate each and every one of you who do help support the channel. It's been a rough patch for the channel recently. Haven't seen much growth. I've been very inactive, so I am at fault for that too. But every little bit helps, guys. So thank you very much. But without further ado, let's get into it. So Callum is going to be out for a while. Now, more than just 1 or 2 games. He has not picked up a knock. He has picked up what appears to be a very serious knee injury. Now, he went and saw a specialist yesterday, and while we don't know the results of the scans, we saw he was in a knee brace. There was a leaked photo went around. He is in a knee brace, and not one of these slide-on knee braces made out of mesh. It is one of the proper knee braces that completely locks your knee in place so it cannot move. And that's only really used as a precaution or if a serious injury has happened. We are none the wiser though, and neither is Ange. He has no idea how long our captain will be out for, but understands that, and he does understand the gravity of the situation if he is out for a long time, saying, and I quote, you just can't replace him overnight. Well, Ange, you're going to have to, because Celtic play in a mere few hours, and we need to find out who the replacement will be. However, and this is a Boys Down Under exclusive, I have heard leaks that it will be James McCarthy filling the void for Callum McGregor, and that James McCarthy will go on to win the Player of the Season, and also take out the Golden Boot as well. Yeah, nah, definitely not. But we will cover, though, who fills the void left by our captain. I do want to say, though, while Callum has taken it to a whole nother level this season, which has been incredible, he has really been the standout for Celtic so far. As he is the captain, he does set the standard. We did cop and cope for around 4 games at the start of January, mid to late January last season. So hopefully he is okay. Hopefully we don't feel the burden of missing him too much, but it does seem now that it's going to hurt us a bit more with Callum out, especially with European fixtures on the agenda. But we will manage. Anyways, let's get into the preview. And Celtic are away from home. We obviously take on St Johnstone as usual. 3 points are vital. Now, running into this match, Celtic are in a very rocky, rough patch. Last 5 league games, 4 wins, 1 loss. That is okay. It's okay. But in all competitions, we've only got 2 wins. We have got 2 losses and a draw in our last 5 matches. Oh, no, we have not. That is St Johnstone's form. Ours is even worse. We have 3 losses, 1 win and 1 draw. Crazy that our win against Motherwell has been the only one in our last 5 games. It is what it is. We'll have to wait and see if we can at least add an extra 3 points here tonight. As for St Johnstone, mixed form for the men from Perth. 2 wins, 2 draws and a loss in their last 5 league matches. They currently sit 9th on the ladder, which is obviously in the lower half, but really it doesn't indicate how they've been going on. I'm sure a couple good results and they're back into the top 6. As for injuries and suspensions, the home team do appear to have a full bill of health. No major or minor concerns for the team. I believe one of their players just returned from a broken leg, so whether he will feature or not too sure, but it does seem like they have got no outages, which is very, very lucky. As for the Celts, Ange has confirmed that David Turnbull will miss this match through tonsillitis, a very rare occurrence there. Carl Starfelt is still out, and yep, Callum McGregor too, but we already knew that. But that leads us into the lineup prediction. My brain and my heart, the 2 things that go into this. So sometimes it looks ridiculous, sometimes it looks on the money. But let's have a look, and you guys be the judge today. Of course, we have Joe Hart in goals. Now, I put a little mental note here to insert an eye roll, but you guys can't see me, so we'll just pretend I've done an eye roll. Juranovic at the right back. Then is the 2 centre halves. CCV, I'm tipping him to make his return from the get-go and not off the bench. And of course, Jens as the other centre back. Then at left back, I'm going for Greg Taylor. Then into the midfield trio, filling the void for Callum McGregor is Oliver Abildgaard, the giant Dane, the great Dane, we should call him. Then Rio in the box-to-box role and Matt O'Reilly controlling the top of the triangle. Then the front three, a bit of a different look front three, some would say. Jota on the left, Giacomakis through the middle, and Liel Abada on the right wing. Now, some of those two forward choices may raise an eyebrow. I do strongly believe GG needs a start. I think he's had so many limited minutes this season. He has to start this game because, well, if he doesn't perform, at least we know to bring Kyogo back in. And, of course, Kyogo deserves a rest. He's been playing week in, week out. So I do believe Giacomakis should start this match. And also for Liel Abada, well, Dijsselmaarten needs to be dropped. Liel Abada got rested, and it appears Ange has a bad look towards Haksabanovic. So, yeah, I think Liel Abada has to start this match too. But that leads us into the final score prediction. And looking at St Johnstone, well, I don't watch St Johnstone, but it appears they have a pretty good goal threat considering they are sitting ninth on the ladder, scoring the same amount of goals as St Mirren, who sit third on the ladder. Bit of a cheeky stat there for you guys. And their defence is not so bad either, conceding 13 goals so far. So this by no means is a pushover for Celtic, despite St Johnstone's ladder position indicating so. And they will come out to frustrate Celtic, naturally. No better way to unsettle a team who's going through a rough patch than to frustrate them even more and disrupt their way of football. So it appears that will be St Johnstone's game plan. For Celtic, we need a big performance, a huge performance, a momentous performance, but most importantly, a confident performance. Because 3 points, while it is crucial, a convincing 3 points is even more crucial. 3 points, if we get away with a nervy 1-0 win, is all good and well. But we need, while I hate to bring up Europe because of how poor we've been, form carries over between the leagues. So if we go out there and put in a strong, confident 3-0, 4-0 performance, and we can translate that into Europe, while we may not get the same result, we can take that confidence and play like that against Leipzig, rather than, being cautious, and getting caught out a lot. And the players who need to have a big game are our forwards for that to happen, because we will dominate possession and all those stats. It's not like we need Abildgaard to break up the play every single time. St Johnstone would hypothetically get a counter-attack if they were any good. It's not like we need the defence to stand up. It's not like St Johnstone are going to get many opportunities. They just need to do their job when St Johnstone do. It's the X factor up top that's going to decide this match. And hopefully put it beyond doubt. Like I said, if Abada starts, he will certainly impact this game. He is one of the most positive footballers I've ever seen. Not positive in the sense that he is sunshine, daisies and lollipops, but positive in the fact that he always looks to go forward. And he will always try to go forward, which I greatly respect about him. And if he does try to go forward, it doesn't work, he will go back as a sensible young lad. He is a very positive footballer, and I think he has to start if Celtic want to, get control of the game early on and really put it beyond doubt by half-time. As for GG, like I said, he hasn't played much this season. A start is necessary both for match fitness and for confidence. Because if we do bring him on in the later stages of European matches and we're in search of a winner, if he is confident, he will score. If he's not confident, I'm not so sure. As for O'Reilly and Rayo, they are going to have to put on a show with the ball, because in Europe, they've been doing so well off the ball, pressing, moving. O'Reilly especially has been a monster off the ball and for the press in Europe. But now it's time to show some finesse on the ball and really decide this match, because Tom Rogic, when he played, he could decide a match just like that. O'Reilly, haven't seen that X factor from him. He's more of just your consistent type of player. He's a different player to Tom Rogic, but I would like to see him bring that element out where he is just the star of the show and runs the whole joint. And if Abildgaard does get the nod over Aaron Moy, I think I would say is his the next best option. He just needs to run. He just needs to be the general, be behind the play, be alert if there is a counter-attack, and pose a goal threat from set pieces. He is the Great Dane. I'm giving him that nickname, the Great Dane. He is 6'4". He's huge. Put him in the box. You're going to find his head. He had the best heading stats of any CDM in the world last season. Put him in. And, well, yeah. And looking at the defence, if CCV starts, I think that takes care of that. I think I've seen a lot of comments saying Jens is the next Effie Ambrose and a bomb scare. I think that's very harsh on him. I don't believe so. I do believe right now I would rather have Jens partnered with CCV than Stevie Welsh. Nothing against Welsh. I do think he will go on to become a class centre-back in his own right. As for a prediction, I'm going for a 3-0 win. Nothing special, just a bloody solid performance. And that is all from me. So if you guys did enjoy the video and you want to help support the channel, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave in the comments below your final score prediction. What do you think of the Callum McGregor situation? Will we be able to cope? And until next time, hail, hail.